What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Friday, August 26th, and today we're going to be talking about a very unique NFT collection, and that collection is called ABC. Now, this is available on Magic Eden and is built on the Solana blockchain. But the reason I'm making a video about ABC is because it actually has a quite unique utility, which is just its artwork. That's amazing. Now, the reason people are aping into this is why we're going to be explaining into this video. And be sure to stick around to the very end and watch the video throughout its entirety, understand why people are actually buying these. So guys, with that said, as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful to any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys, let's get right into it. So as you can see here, the floor price at the time of this recording is around 5.5 Solana. Of around 1,100 of these NFTs are available on the floor right now as we speak. Now, ever since its launch, there's around 78,000 in terms of trading volume in Solana. That's crazy considering that this is fairly new. But know this, there is a total supply of around 10,000. But interesting enough, if this is accurate on Magic Eden side, there's around 2,800 of these owners who own these NFTs. And to me, that tells me one thing, which is that these 2,800 definitely own more than one. They could own possibly more than 5 to 10 to even 20. That's how crazy this actually is. Now, as you can see here, a lot of people have already started buying in. Some people have delisted, but there's so many different trades that you could look into, but definitely this is not something to sleep on. People are buying this. You may be wondering why. Well, the artwork is very youthful, very promising, and it's actually offering many things other than just utility and roadmaps. I mean, this is actually just one simple thing, and that is just artwork. The artwork is selling people, and people love it. But we're going to go into a little bit more things. So as we can see here, if we go to Magic Eden's most popular collections, we can see that in the past 6 hours, ABC is actually one of the top dogs. Now, if we go to, say, for instance, the 24 hours, we can still see that it's in second place. Let's go ahead and look at the 7 days. It's at number 1. That is crazy. It's even flipped DGOT. So this is actually quite promising. Now this floor was actually around 1.3 to 1.5 Solana. Now it's at almost 6 Solana at the time of this recording. That's actually really insane to think that it could flip DGOTs in terms of the 7-day trading volume. So that's really astounding. So let's go ahead and look into the charts. So right now, this is the charts as we speak. So as we can see an uptrend in terms of this volatility with the floor price. Now we're looking at the floor price, the amount listed in terms of NFTs, and also the relative strength index on the very bottom. Now, as you can see here, we're actually in this uptrend, but we are kind of struggling to hold above this green line right here. So as right now, we're at the support level of around 5.5 Solana. Now, if it breaks below that, it can drop down to 3.4 Solana. And if it breaks below that, it could break to the next support level around 1.8. That's where it can actually hold, which comes close to where it was being minted or being available at that time. Now, keep in mind, we could see some sideways trading action. We could actually see it bounce up above this 5.5 at any moment. But if it dips below that, it can also bounce around here too. So that's okay. But know this, around the NFTs listed is around 1,100 as I speak. So it's kind of hovering below that. But right here around August 25th of 2022, which was just yesterday, we saw a lot drop, almost 1,900 all the way down to 1,100. That's crazy. That's a huge drop in terms of NFTs being delisted or being bought. So obviously people are aping in. Could that be the 2,800 owners? We don't know, but keep that in mind while you're investing. And so we're kind of hovering above that. If the amount of listings go above 1,100, then we could see the price of this either go down, but maybe sometimes in all miracles, it could go up, but usually they tend to go down. But the relative strength index is definitely showing that there's a less buying order as of right now, just recently, and maybe that will change, but it has to break above this 62 resistance level. If it breaks above that, that means people are buying in and there's huge buying pressure, so keep that in mind. Now on Hello Moon is being considered that ABC is where the smart money inflow is coming in. So what does that mean? So people who have tons of Solana, or people or institutions or anybody who's a whale in this game is buying and accumulating more of these ABC NFTs. And as you can see here, there's more money inflow. And also in terms of social buying, people are seeing that ABC is definitely on the top charts of people seeing that. So that's really cool to see. And it's amazing just from this artwork itself. Now, moving on. On OpenSea, it was ranked number 1. And this was back on August 23rd, which was just 3 days ago. And that's amazing to see a collection like this boom and hit the charts on both Ethereum and the Solana marketplaces. That's really awesome. That creates more exposure, and more Ethereum heads will be curious to see what this could be. And ABC is reminding me these feelings around VFriends. And VFriends, if you guys don't know, is an NFT collection only built on the Ethereum blockchain. It's started by Gary Vee. And Gary Vee started a very unique NFT collection, almost similar to this, where it's very childlike, very youthful, very child-spirited. So ABC is considered almost like, in a way, a Gary Vee version of the Solana ecosystem. But we're not going to compare apples to apples, so just keep that in mind. Now, if we look here, DGen News did post this. It said HGE.SOL's ABC flipped DeGods for first place on Magic Eden's most popular daily collections, which was a pure fact. And also, Magic Eden likes to congratulate HGE.SOL on the mad ABC performance as the collection dominates the marketplace daily and weekly popular rankings. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing this name right. I'm saying HGE.SOL, but we could just say HGE.SOL. So also, DGen News continues to say that he has reached around 50,000 followers in light of this collection being released. So that's going to show the popularity. And also that he expressed, the founder of this collection, would like to see more community members and builders rise within ABC. What do they mean by that? Well, he sent this quote. It said, "At this early stage, I, as a creator, will have a strong influence, but I would like to see more community leaders and builders rise within ABC to have a different opinion and ideas as I do. Eventually, the holders of ABC will be the rightful owners of this movement." That is huge. Now, he said, if we have 3,000 holders, we have 3,000 owners. If we have 5,000 holders, we have 5,000 holders. Now, it's fair, decentralized, equal for all, and transparent. So he's all about showing people like, hey, this is something that we know people are talking about, and it's something not to be ignored. So he's aware of that. So let's talk about ABC in terms of rarities, right? Now, there isn't really like an official rarity, as he said down here at the bottom, but know this, there's no Discord, there's no Twitter, there's no team. It's just him and his Twitter. So it allows you to be like, okay, we can point the finger at this person in case we need to reach out to somebody or get in touch with somebody. Now, there's no launchpad, no minting, no bots. So at least we know that now there was no minting for this. It was just released on Magic Eden for around 1.23 Solana, which it says right here. So there will be a reward for early birds who choose the ones that they like. There's also 0% royalties, but if you want to know in terms of rarities, this is how it kind of goes. The dragons are number 1, big stars number 2, so forth, so on. So you can see that it starts from the most rare and to the bottom right, the least rare. So you can decide which ones you want to pick in terms of rarities. Now, moving on. Now, this is where the full transparency comes in. He says around 12,000 Solana was the net amount from listing 10K NFTs minus platform fees. I will update constantly on where those funds are going to be used. And the first stop is Fract. Now, that's going to provide liquidity to loans to increase liquidity for everyone's JPEGs plus cheaper APY, annual percentage yield. And not only that, they actually have a virtual exhibition for these ABC NFTs, and you can feel free to click on this link and it'll take you to this website. So once you go to this website, you can actually go anywhere you want and you can actually visit these artworks. And as you can see here, it's actually quite amazing to see them live in person. Well, actually in a digital reality in a metaverse, but it's really cool that you can actually select one of these. You can decide how much that's going to be, if it's going to be bidded, or if it's up for sale. So that's really great to see that interface right there for us users to use. Now, another thing that HGE.SOL shared with us all is really important. This is why this NFT differentiates itself around other NFTs. He says point blank that you can drop NFTs without using any kind of launchpad, right? So no Magic Eden, no OpenSea, you don't really need to do it. You just need to have your NFT listed on the floor for whatever price. And then he says you can do a real stealth drop where zero marketing is done prior to the stealth drop. And number 3, you do not need a team behind the NFT community, and art should come on top. Number 4, never overcompromise and underdeliver. That's almost like these core elements around HGE.SOL. And that's amazing to see an NFT collection like this follow these kind of rules, follow these kind of beliefs, and still do really well. Why have all these other additional things and cause yourself a headache when you can do something simple and just focus on the artwork? Now, next up, we have some sales. So this was one of the sales that was bought up for 80 Solana, around $2,800. That's crazy to see that someone would buy this, but that's how people value these things. And also John Lee, who is also a really great one-on-one artist, accumulated 4 of these because he loves it. He loves that it's so refreshing to see artwork that isn't focused on utility, that isn't focused on roadmaps, that's just focused on useful, playful artwork. And if you want to know, if you switch your PFPs to these ABCs, you could be considered on NFT Inspect one of the top rankings on the followed most community, on the highest reach with the largest following. So hopefully you can follow any of these and be a part of any of these NFTs. And if you want to look at more rarities, you go on moonrank.app and you can find the rarities of your NFT. You just need to type in your number and it will show you what rank you are compared to the whole 10K NFT collection. As you can see here, these dinosaurs are number 1, and it kind of keeps going from there. It could even be a mermaid, it could have background of just papers, but there's so much that you can look at. This is a great tool for it. So guys, this is why you stuck around to the end. In this video, is this a right investment for you? Should you be aping into it? Now keep in mind there are around 2,800 and it could go up to 3,000 owners of this NFT collection. Now if you do invest in this, be very careful because you never know if these people will dump on this project. But let alone, this is a very refreshing project. It's all about child artwork, and again, this could go to the moon if it really wanted to, and people could ape it. The fact that it's around 5.5 Solana, around 1,100 of these NFTs listed, imagine if this listed count drops to around 800, 700, and sometimes most collections drop down to 500. You can expect this floor price to not be 5.5. In fact, a lot higher than that. It can go up to 10, possibly even 20 Solana. That's how crazy it could be. And if it gets down to 200 or less, well guys, those numbers I can't even put on this video. That's just a prediction, but it could be astronomical. But guys, having exposure to one of these is not a bad idea, but 5 Solana is quite a bit, so keep that in mind if you're investing. Do not invest more than you're willing to lose. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am just here to provide entertainment so you can make the best investment for yourself. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys support ABC, and I hope you guys let me know down in the comments below, either on Twitter or on YouTube, how you feel about it. Be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Register on our Patreon page for our insider training tips and more. And don't forget to click on the affiliates link below to receive sign-up bonuses and access the Global Crypto Assets Exchange. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.